Welcome to your doom. Shut it and get over here. Massive uppercut! Hello and welcome to another edition of the JabJab Show. Now it's been a little while since a video on my channel, and this is a update. I was going to do an update earlier on a few days ago. This is Tuesday the 6th of February. Chances are it's quite late in the day. This will probably be published or whatever on my channel tomorrow, Wednesday the 7th of February. Basically, there's a lot, so quite a few things happened. I want to make a video, say on Saturday or something, then another one today. But as it was, I've just been busy, struggling to focus and just falling asleep, like in the evenings, just with the, just things that are happening, which I'll touch on, obviously in the video. So basically, I had my Thursday morning, had my blood test on ECG, which is a heart check thing, which is very bizarre. I've never had that done, I don't think. Certainly not the way they did it. Which is basically, you lie down and you put little patches on you, little sticky patches, and it's like press studs into it, attached to wires and stuff, and like you're just lying there, and this thing makes a odd noise, series of noises, kind of like a 9-bit computer like loading something. And then after that, it took about half a minute. You have to be really quiet and still and that. After that, the doctor then phones up. Phones up the someone, I don't know who it is. He just phones up, hello, and she plays the recording of this thing down the phone to them, and she did mention it was going to be a bit longer than what I just heard, which doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not a doctor or out, so I don't know. It reminds me a bit like the bit in Back to the Future, and like the enchantment under the sea dance, and Marty's playing the Johnny B. Good, and Marvin's on the phone. Hey Chuck, it's Marvin. Remember that sound you'll be looking for? Well, listen to it. It's like playing down to the phone or what they want to hear, which I find a bit bizarre. So, but anyway, I think after this, the series of noises. She had is that alright? Yeah, okay, yeah. And yeah, everything checks out, so it was that one with my heart, which, that's a good thing. Just a bit bizarre, a bit kind of, okay, an odd thing. Anyway, and my blood test, I've still got a remnant that shows up of the plaster that I had there. Blood test, I'm still waiting on. I was told to make an appointment, to phone up about them on Monday. Again, I say this is Tuesday. Phoned them up a couple of times during the day, and they said, not done yet. Or like some of them are still waiting to be come in. All that's done. Coupled with Thursday evening, eating tea and stuff. I had a little toothache there, and I thought, oh, okay, this thing that happened, it's resurfacing. Because basically, what happened back in June, I had my back tooth on the right, on the bottom jaw. It's basically, I think it's eroding. It's got tooth decay or something. It's like the nerves were exposed, and it's really painful. Okay, I hate toothache. So what I did do back in June, I'm the kind of person, I've mentioned it on some of the videos before. Like I'll just treat it temporarily, see if it goes away by itself, that kind of thing, So I was doing, toothache comes, and I put like stuff on there to kind of neutralise it a bit, and it'd go, then it'd flare back, then I'd do that, and it'd go, and then eventually I'd do that, and it wouldn't go, and it wouldn't go. So got to a point back in June, I'm not going to go into all the details, but basically I thought, this is really painful. I couldn't think about anything while this pain was on. It's so all-encompassing. So basically, what I didn't know then what I had to do, what I did now. So I basically rang up the emergency helpline and then explained what was happening, and basically went around about 3 or 4 different phone numbers, and I finally got an appointment somewhere in Stockport, emergency dentist, thing. Paid £20.60. It's still the same rate now to get an emergency filling done. All it is just an emergency filling. You're in there for literally about 5 minutes while they do it, and and you can't eat or drink for about an hour afterwards, and it gradually the pain will subside, and I can't feel anything now. So I had that done on Friday, let's say Thursday night. I woke up at 2 in the morning Thursday. Obviously I had things in my mind as well, but I woke up, just a little pain, it wouldn't go, and I was looking on my phone, what are the kind of tips? So hot water, warm water and salt did that. I had some of the little ointment stuff I had from last time, dabbed on that kind of did a little bit, but I thought, I'm not going through what I did in June, so I just went. Friday morning happened, it came about, and I thought, I'm going to have to phone up emergency outlines and get an appointment. So I did that, and I got an appointment at 11 to get there at 11:45. But also, as I mentioned in some of the previous videos, I had a wellness meeting at work, and I was told, among other things, I explained, what I mentioned in the previous videos, but I was told, oh yeah, what I'm going to do after the thing, after the meeting, because we're wrapping up, said, oh, what I'm going to do then is have a word with the manager of HR. She's back on Tuesday. Remember, this was on Friday, so the Tuesday following, you're going to have a word with the manager of HR. I'm going to have a word with various managers on different departments, see what options we can do, and then I'll email you or phone you on the Tuesday. Okay, so it got to Friday and still nothing. Okay, so phone up one of the managers and say, can you give me the direct number for HR? I didn't mention why. I just said, can you do that? And he gives me the number for the reception. He says that's how he does it. If he wants to get hold of HR, phones the reception, they put him through. So I say, okay, I'll do that then. So, as I say, I went to the dentist thing got there quarter to 11 to fill various necessary paperwork, paid the money, £20.60 for the emergency thing. By that time, I'd phoned up the reception at the workplace, and it was just ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. I thought, it's not even got an option. If you phone someone, it rings for a bit, then it goes to the answer phone. Didn't even do that, just ringing. And I've been in the department, the big place where they have the reception, and there is, to be fair, usually someone there. That the receptionist or they want to call themselves, I don't know. He's usually there. Someone is usually there. So it's a bit weird, no one is ringing and nothing. I know it's a busy place, but usually someone sat there, you'd hear the phone. Anyway, so it got to, I phoned them up about 2-3 times perhaps before the dentist, maybe twice. Then I thought, well, I'm not having this again. I'm not having any more nonsense here. I want things sorted out. So I went to a place called Citizen Advice, which for people out there don't know, it's like I think it's run by voluntarily, people who basically you go in with your problems, be it financial, be it domestic, be it whatever, your problems are, and they'll you talk to them and all that, and they'll give you advice and give you numbers or details of how to get hold of whoever relating to your problem. Now I've used them a few times in the past, employment disputes, and other reasons. And they've been really helpful to me, and maybe a lot of people out there also find it helpful as well. But on this day, Friday, I got there about 11:40. There was already people waiting. I kind of gathered as about 3 people, 3 helpers, and what the actual term is, like there, and these meetings depend on the problem that people have. It could vary in lengths and all that. So I thought, I'm here for a while. And to be fair, the person at the desk said, it's a bit of a wait. I say, got there at 11:40. I thought, bugger this, right? I feel tired because I say about waking up at 2:30. I didn't really fall asleep again until 5:30. Sun coming at 6:30, so I didn't have a lot of sleep. So I was nodding off and that, during waiting and so forth, I had to go at work, I phoned them up again at the reception, again, just wrong. So I thought, what, bugger this. And between that, I can get the internet on my phone, I was checking my emails, still nothing, still no email saying, oh, there's your options, I've had a word, and, nothing, not a sausage, nothing. So I finally got into, talking to someone. I explained but basically the reasons why had a breakdown and what I'm feeling now, and basically with work, because they are still not. I'll get onto it now, but at the time it was they weren't getting back to me about anything. I've emailed them questions. I've sent all the sick notes. I've been as transparent as I can with them. And nothing, and it is worrying me. It is worrying me. It's affecting my anxiety, and that's why I felt like I have to do something now. I can't wait around. This is seriously, the financial side of things is seriously worrying me, and also they're not doing what they should be doing and stuff. So, so that's why I went to Citizen's Advice and asked for their advice. So I talked a little back and forth and that, and it was I was waiting before I got to see someone. I was about there for about an hour and 45 minutes ish. Would have been longer if a couple that were before me didn't walk out and say, "Oh, I'll come back Monday." I thought to myself, "No, I'm here now. I don't know if I can come back Monday. I'm still doing take it day by day." It's still the case with me, because I've got a plan for tomorrow, and we'll see what happens, kind of thing. Anyway, so talked to them for about 40 minutes about it, and she says, "Right, okay. What I can do if you want, I can put a letter, word a letter for make a letter for you, so you can email them to you, basically saying, pay up the SPP, statutory sick pay, and think just other things as well." So I said, "Yeah, okay." I said, "Oh, it's been about half an hour. You're okay waiting?" And by this time, it's been a long time I've been there. So I said, "Do you mind if I just nip out, get something to eat, because I'm lightheaded, headachy, and obviously tired, and all this stuff going on in my head?" "Yeah, it's fine." So I had something to eat from somewhere, and I came back and I had to wait again for a little while. Went through the letter and all the rest of it, and by that time I was absolutely by the time we finished, and I walk everywhere because of the money. But I got home 3:20 or something. And on the way I was thinking, right, I've got to fire this email off today, and because on the letter, I gave them they said, "Do you reckon this is too strong?" And what she meant was this thing at the bottom saying, 14 day, I'll give you 14 days. If you don't sort out the SPP, statutory sick pay, within that time frame, I may, take it higher. Now here's the thing, I don't mind, in principle, doing that. I don't mind going to Citizen's Advice about employment dispute. I don't mind in principle going to HMRC, I don't know what the acronym means, but it's basically about tax. In the UK and stuff. I don't mind going to ACAS in principle, because the Employment Tribunal, I've used them in the past about things, and they've sorted that sort of stuff out. And I don't mind going to the press if I need to, just name and shame, if I needed to. I don't mind doing that. It's a lot of messing around, a lot of time spent and all that on my part, and I don't mind in principle. Unfortunately, there were long resources on that Friday, so I was there for 3 hours and all that. So it's just annoying that I felt I had to do it, because otherwise, how long do I give them, basically? So basically, I got home about 3:20 on Friday. I was so effing tired, exhausted. I had headache tablets, anxiety tablets, and ointment for my tooth that was still, even though I had the fill-in, it was still, hurting a little bit. So all this going on, I just needed a rest, and I woke up too late, and I thought, oh, God. So that was Friday. Saturday, alright, I've got notes here, trying to make it a bit more concise. It probably isn't concise. Saturday happened, and I woke up early. I fell asleep at 8:30 Friday night. I fell asleep, woke up, had tea, did what I needed to do and stuff, and fell asleep at 8:30, got up about 6. And I woke up basically worrying. I do, like I was mentioning in a lot of videos, I do think things, and if something's worrying me and it's out of my control, it doesn't help my anxiety. My anxiety goes through the roof, and basically Emails work. You know, the HR person I've been liaising with, and I copied it to a couple of other managers who are kind of in the loop with it all. With the letter, I read the letter, and you know, it is what it is. It's quite strong, and I said to it, look, it was advice. Look, I want them to know I'm not here to kind of wait around, you know, being messed around. I want to kick them up the arse about this, and you know, and I've since mentioned this to the people at work. Said, look, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to be fobbed off and stuff. This is important. This is like, you know. And, you know, I know, not don't get me wrong, I know there's other people out there maybe working there who've also got issues, like mental issues, whatever issues, and you know, they need kind of sorting out as well. But that's their job. Their responsibility is other people. They're human resources. That's what they do. So with that said, I sent an email with the note, and it took me about half an hour to kind of compose, you know, and. Yeah, it was strong. It had to be strong, you know. I basically, like, you know, outlined every time each email that wasn't responded to, how I felt about that, you know, and the fact that no one got back to me and said Tuesday, nothing happened on Friday. I feel there's a fair amount of time to wait, because how long do you give them, basically, you know? And I mentioned the fact that, you know, I don't believe my mental breakdown was because of work related, but I do hold them partially responsible for my current anxiety and stress, partially responsible for that side, which is true, which is how I feel, and I don't care who they are, you know, I don't care how powerful they are, how high up they are, stuff. You know, I'm putting them partially to blame, you know, and you know, they need to know this and all that, you know, just kick them up the arse, basically. So I did that, and I thought, like, and I'm sick of waiting around for them. I really am, you know, and they know this. I've told a couple of people who work there have various you know, positions and that. You know, I'm just really frustrated with myself because on Sunday, me and my partner and the son went down Stockport doing this and that, and because of the worries I have with financial situation, plus all the things going along in my head already, you know, I'm frustrated that by the time 1:00, 1:30, I don't know if it's not the magic hour when stuff starts affecting me more. I don't know, but you know, I had to sit out going to the busy shop, and I said, I'll sit here because I can't handle it, and I've got to sit here. And I was just root to the spot, and if I wasn't affected by this, I probably want to gone to you know, say, you go to that shop, I go to this shop. But I didn't even have any, you know, I don't have, you know, financially I can't do that, you know, money. I'd spend money and stuff, I can't have money to spend, so I thought, nah, for a lot of reasons, I just stayed rooted to the spot, just staring at the middle distance and that, trying to ease this in my head. I thought, no, I've got to go home, get some tablets in me, you know, to sort stuff out. And again, I come home Sunday, and I was just frustrated that I couldn't handle it. But it's things out of my control. I've done everything I can. I feel I can. But I was going to say, Saturday and Sunday, I've been looking for the jobs. I've been, you know, looking online again. So I'm not waiting for these people, let's say. Whether they're going to watch this at some point, I don't know. Whether, you know, I don't know if they know I've got these videos uploaded. Anyhow, be it what it is. Okay. Okay, so cutting back maybe a few days. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm just a little bit monkeyed at the moment. I mentioned on one video or other, I'm sure I did. Yeah, my phone call with Stop at Wellness, and they gave me 3 numbers to call. You know, gave me options. I don't know if I mentioned this. I don't watch my older videos, but one of the companies, organisations should say, mentioned, you know, I explained who I am and why I want counselling, how I heard of them and so forth. I said, okay, well, the thing is, we've got a 3 to 6 month waiting time, and it's more towards the 6 months, that kind of thing. Which I thought, oh, okay, that's quite, you know, help me. Anyway, so this was nice about it and stuff. So if you don't, I told them about 2 other places, and said, if you don't get any joy from them, come back to us. So the second place I got in touch with, they said, yeah, what you can do. They didn't know which building they're gonna be in, and they were a bit vague about stuff. But they're saying, well, first visit's free, session's free, and then it's you got to pay. And then I looked at the website afterwards, and it says at least £45, but you can negotiate with your therapist or psychiatrist, or however they word it. And I thought, I can't afford that. Basically, I can afford a little bit, but not 45 quid. Not now. I can't even afford bills. So anyway, I booked it in for Tuesday today. I phoned them up early. It was for 1 o'clock, and I phoned them up after and said, listen, I've got another organisation I'm going with. I left a message saying I'm not going to do it. Basically, the other company organisation I also booked in. This was for Monday yesterday between 1 and 3. And on the phone I was a little bit kind of not wary, but a little bit kind of confused with what they were saying. So I'd get there for 1, and you as in me are mostly listening. And I thought, I'm thinking, well, what would I be listening to? Surely I'm going in to talk about why I'm going there and what my worries are and things like that. Why would I be listening? Anyway, got there at 1, and it's right next to a church. And I looked on Google Maps and thought, oh, I know that place. About half an hour walk, 35-minute walk from where I live. So not a problem really. So yeah, I spoke to someone. Was in there for about an hour. Very simple setup. Just just you and the person in the room. Just talking about why I feel I had the mental breakdown and what my worries are. And she suggested a few things and all that. And they run on donations. And as I mentioned, the money issues to her. She didn't, she understands that, you won't be able to give as much, but, anything, kind of thing, which is cool. So I ended it, I was talking for about an hour, the session for about an hour. I expected 2 hours, but it was about an hour and a bit maybe. And afterwards, filled out a little form for, a callback kind of thing to take things a bit further, be what that is, I don't know. So fill that in and all that. I went down, looked in a few charity shops. There's nothing there. Wanted to get some videotapes or games, and there's not a lot there, to be honest. Anyway, so that happened on Monday as well. So I did some more film job interview, job searching thing. But the thing is, my partner made a good point at some point, fairly recently, saying, and it's true, that any new employee or potential employee will want to speak to your current employers. And the fact that you've been off, or you are off at the moment, and the fact it's because of mental illness, or whatever you want, still recording. Because of mental illness, all that kind of thing, and all the rest of it. How do I go about addressing that? I found out. I did a bit of research, and I found out under the Equality Act or Equal Opportunities Act, however they word it, 2010, which I knew about, but for other reasons. What came into play, I think even as far back as 2006, it came about what employers or potential employees in an interview can't ask you questions in an interview regarding your sexual preference or your religion or like marital status, personal things like that, because most of the time it's irrelevant to the job you want, that they're doing. If you're working, packing chicken in boxes or something, it doesn't matter what kind of thing you are. It doesn't impact you. It's not like a judgment call on your character if you're one way or the other, be it single, divorce, whatever. It doesn't. It's irrelevant. So to stop you know, kind of discrimination or reporting these things, and mental illness was one of them. As in, they can't ask you like directly in an interview. I still see it on some application forms, like a few, you know, even today. You know, do you consider yourself disabled? And in brackets, they'll say, you know, obviously physical or mental, or do you have a history? So you know, there's usually an option to like prefer not to say. But they can't ask you that I don't think it's actually illegal for them to ask you in an interview what's your mental health like, or something along those lines, and you can, you know, and but if they do, it's up to you how you do it, how you answer that, how you go about explaining that. So you know, like tomorrow, I'm going a little bit later, but you know, tomorrow I'm going to go to Job Centre, and they have a Job Centre Plus thing. I've not used it before, but they give you CV advice and other advice, like money advice, financial things. So I was told by Citizen Advice, was it Citizen Advice? No, I think I mentioned on one of the videos, it was, yeah, I phoned up tax credits, used to get tax credits, and they suggested Citizens Advice, and also Job Seeker Plus, Job Centre Plus, I should say. So I'm going to do the Job Centre Plus thing tomorrow. It's been a little busy, like kind of caught up with the whole job searching, and you know, sorting out finances the best way I can, and what I need to do, and you know, because it's there, it's a worry. So yeah, so the counselling went okay, and you know, I phoned up another. I've got to phone up another. I'm going to phone up another place and say, look, I've done this, this, and this. Are you know, would you be doing the same kind of thing? You know, with your kind of thing. You know, so I'm thinking, no real point in repeating myself to another one to get the same contact details and all the rest of it. But I don't know. Okay, so Monday came about, and you know, like I said, I emailed this thing to work, and you know, quite provocative email. I you know, aired my views, how I felt about the situation. So Monday came about, and the manager of the HR department said, "I was just, you know, I got your email. You know, what's the problem?" I thought, you should know what the problem is. You know, if you got my email, it states. If you got the previous emails, you know, it's like, so anyway, I'm getting into an argument with that, you know, about it, because I'm thinking, fuck's sake, you know, it's like when you're in the hospital and you got a broken leg, or you got something wrong with your arm, whatever it is, and you go in, one doctor asks, so what's the problem? Oh, I fell over playing football, whatever the issue is. You know, like, oh, okay, he writes something down, he walks off. 10 minutes later, someone else comes in. Oh, what seems to be the problem? It's what? Well, I did that, and after the third, fourth time, you're thinking, just read his fucking notes. You know, he's there. He's written it down. Don't ask me again. I'm fucking sick of, you know. I'm swearing a bit, you know, but I'm a bit angry about things in general. So yeah, phoned up. She phoned up, and I explained exactly how I feel. I said, this email might sound strong, but this is exactly how I feel. I think nothing's. I'm of the thinking that, you know, if I'm asking questions, if I'm wanting help, if I'm, you know, and I get nothing, I'm not kept in the loop or anything, which was the case, I'm thinking nothing's getting done. So hence, as well as other things, this is why the email's worded as it is, that's why the letter is worded as it is, okay? So she was, you know, saying, oh, you know, obviously you don't want work to add to your anxiety and stuff. I said, well, no, I don't. She goes, she's going to escalate, you know, to 3 or 4 things I mentioned, you know, I've got issues with. She's going to escalate the, you know, things and all that. So that was at 10:30 or something. I got the call. I was on the phone for about 20 minutes with her. So, and then let's say I went to the wellness meeting, the therapy session, if it was actually one of them, you know, on a Monday as well. So today I was just being kind of worrying more about finances, and I emailed her again to say, look, is there any news on the statutory sick pay? I've got a few bills coming out in the next few days, which I do, and I've made a note of like how much is owed to who when, you know. March is going to be a very, very difficult, but cross that bridge and all that, you know. So I think things are kind of, because of my actions, I've kind of been listened to a bit more. Things have finally been been escalated. She did mention when I had the date I had the wellness meeting, I emailed the various managers and whoever else about what's happened and all the rest of it. And she said on that day also she sent an email to the head, the big boss of who oversees everything, about the changing campaigns and changing departments and stuff. Nothing. Like I say, this is a week and a bit after. Nothing's been done. So she sent an email on a Monday night, afternoon, whatever, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m, saying I'm still waiting on operations to get back to me. And I did mention in the phone call with her, I said, look, you can only go as fast as people will allow you, as in people get back to you and all the rest of it, So I'm in this position where, look, this the money situation, work has affected me. Now and again I still snap too much, too fast, not a lot of patience, and I've mentioned this to them a couple of times. I don't care what if they feel like they've failed, if they've offended, feel offended by how I am. Don't care, let them do a job for me. I'm not asking anything unreasonable here. I'm not asking them things that'll take them ages to do. It's just a thing they should be able to, take a few minutes, whatever, to do. It's the fact they haven't done it, it just annoys the hell out of me. Thinking, and I don't like being treated this way, and they're aware of this now, and whether I'm under the impression. I'm not saying nothing will still happen, but I'm still looking for other jobs. I'm just thinking I'm done with. I'm done with these people, but it's they don't fill me with a lot of confidence until something happens. I'm not asking for a lot. If they have I know they have other options in theory, other departments in theory, and obviously I've got to make sure that everything's accommodating and all the rest of it. So I just gotta do what I gotta do, to get myself heard. I'll say tomorrow, Job Centre Plus, maybe job agencies. I mean, to be honest, I do have a checkered past with job agencies, because I know what the things they do. They're just looking at numbers and stuff. But anyway, gonna see what's involved in there. But I'll need to get advice from the job centre in terms of how's best to address the reason I'm off. I've been off for a few weeks now. Gonna have to get another sick note because this is doing my head in still. Need it really. So yeah, it's one of them where I take it day by day. I'm still frustrated with myself, frustrated with the situation, waiting for the people. I don't like doing it, and obviously you've got to wait sometimes for things, but I feel like how long do I give them? How long before I actually do something about it? I thought, like, sooner rather than later, let's get this out of the way, because I told them in the email I want to get back to work as sooner rather than later. Yeah, the financial side as well, but just because it'll help in general, to get back into a working way, to get a working day, working week, it'll help my confidence, all the rest of it, it's a knock-on effect with stuff, and, if they're not doing the job as effective as I feel they should be doing, then I'll tell them, I don't care who they are, kind of thing. Obviously, there's that professional line you gotta kind of keep behind and all that. You can't go in effing and jeffing and throwing stuff around and whatever, there's a line, obviously, but in principle, I gotta tell them how I feel, I gotta be honest. I mean, honest with myself and other people. I'll be honest with them, and if they think, oh, we really messed up, I don't care, they messed up, okay, big deal, get over it, deal with it, because I'm sure if I mess up at work, if I don't do my job, they'll be quick, some of the managers will be quick to tell me this, so, Anyway, so moving on. So yeah, I'll say, Yeah, I'm not sure how many videos like these type of videos I'm gonna do. Depends on obviously progress and what have you in certain areas. Which I mentioned above. I've got other video ideas to come up, like more video shops to do, more writing to do, more this and more that. I've got ideas. I want to film some more stuff on a Saturday morning, because we were out early Sunday morning. So I thought, okay, I'll do stuff Saturday morning in theory, but it was raining a little bit. It was raining, I should say, all day. Not heavy, but for the camera to kind of break if it's after a while of being in the rain. Electronics don't work well in water, and also because the email I sent to work and another email as well concerning the rent and stuff, it took a little while, and by that time, it was getting a little late. I thought I kind of missed it because we were all up now. We were all wanting to do whatever and all the rest of it. And I did feel a weight off my mind once I sent the email to work. I said this has been bugging me. I wanted to do it Friday, but I couldn't really, and all the rest of it. So I woke up, toothache still, Saturday morning, early hours. I fell asleep again, don't worry, but because I had this letter, what I'm going to put in the letter, the email should say, and what's going to happen. Am I getting in trouble for it? And I'm thinking, why would I get in trouble for that? I'm not slandering anyone. I'm not making it personal. I'm not making it kind of threats or anything. It's a bit, I could see it as like similar to the video I made about my previous, employee before, like the cinema. I didn't do any of that. The legal team or the cinema may have looked at it or something, and in the description I mentioned that it's my opinions, all the rest of it. I maybe should have said all the stuff at the start of the video. I didn't mention it within the video, but I should have said it at the start perhaps. But as it is, nothing happened. I was still allowed back in the cinema to watch films and that. Did kind of let on to some of the managers that I saw in there, Anyway, this is what it is. So there's an art form to it, maybe, in terms of getting yourself heard. And I just want them to. Obviously I can't speculate in what, because it's a big company. There's a lot of people there. I guess they do have a heavy workload and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's their job to do stuff. If I've got a problem, if someone else got a problem, you expect to be kind of like kind of listened to, and you shouldn't have to go out of your way to go to citizen advice, or even hire, taking time out of your day to do that. Because I could have easily just said, no, bugger it, I'll just come back on Monday, see what happens on Monday. But who's to say Monday could be busier? I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. I suppose I can look at it and say, well, the cinema, I was there for quite a few number of years, and I mentioned in that video, because of lots of situations before with certain managers, that I felt I wasn't backed, I wasn't listened to, I wasn't listened to, and the kind of the way the whole politics of the place works. It's not my own opinion to put out there. It's not just me with a personal vendetta against certain managers at the cinema. It really wasn't. I knew of a lot of people who had this kind of viewpoint on certain managers, and obviously the politics of the place. And it's because of that I felt there's no point in going to Citizen's Advice. There's no point in going to ACAS or any of these other companies because of past things. And I just didn't have the time. Didn't have the kind of after a while I thought, hell with these people. And the difference is with this company, I've only been for a few months now, since August. I've no real personal experience of being fobbed off or just left or not listened to, that kind of thing. Because seriously, I've had no problems with any of the managers there, anyone I work with. Even though there's lots of different personalities and stuff, I've not not had any issues. I like to think I'm kind of easy to get to know, to like, maybe to listen to and stuff. I don't know. I know, it's just waffling now. So that's where I'm up to. So I don't know if I'm gonna make another video, an update video like this, we'll see. But like I say, I've got more videos, video ideas lined up. So as I say, this video might show up on the on tomorrow Wednesday at some point. And this is Tuesday, maybe the wee hours of Wednesday now. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so again, thank you for watching, and any support, any advice, any suggestions down in the comment section down there. Yeah, so I'll see you soon.